This is one of the Watchmans. This is specifically the 14C28N. Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but just in case you were interested, this thing, little short blade, fairly comfortable handle even with it being that short though, and that jimping on the back actually feels really good. It is about where my thumb wants to sit naturally. As far as ergonomics go, like I said, it actually feels pretty good for being a small blade. I can pretty much fit my whole hand on there. Not 100%, but for the size, can't really complain. I will say this guard piece up here could be a little bit fatter. My finger doesn't feel super comfortable. It feels like it could definitely slide up onto that blade. But this thing, you're not really going to be stabbing with it, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. I would consider this to be like an EDC style blade, survivalist blade, and you know, if you had to fight with it, if it was your EDC, you could probably slice if you had to, but like I said, no stabbing. That would be a very dangerous game you'd be playing with your finger on that blade. But as far as the bushcraft stuff goes, obviously this thing is not a chopper, but you can carve up some wood with it, no problem. It'll shave it down. It doesn't quite have the mass and the meat as a bigger blade would, but for survival, you could get jobs done with it. You can take off curls for fire starting, no problem. That actually feels pretty good, to tell you the truth. No problem there, carving it up. For if you wanted to whittle with it, it feels fairly decent for that. There's not a great spot for your other thumb to go if you wanted to use it two-handed, but it doesn't feel awful by any means, especially for a budget tiny carry blade. If you had it and you wanted to make notches, you could do that too. I'm not super good with the notching, but that would definitely not be an issue for you. If you had this in your car, if you carried it on you, you had it in a little pack, and you needed to use it for survival, I'm pretty sure you would have about no issues with it there. The only thing is you're not chopping through everything like you would be with some of the bigger pieces. I mean, this is not what this knife is made for, but if you found a couple smaller pieces, obviously it's not going to look like this, it'd be twigs or something, but if you had to, I'm going to try it just to see if you really needed to start a fire and this is your only option. I mean, it did it. It did it, and it actually didn't feel awful, even though, like I said, that's nowhere near what this knife is made for. But if you had some smaller pieces of wood and you were trying to start a fire, and all you had was some matches or a ferro rod and this thing in a little bag with you, it would work. You could stay alive. So overall, this thing was about $15. There you go. Here, see if you can see the numbers in case somebody wants to pick it up maybe. But overall, pretty good piece. I think for the money, it looks good, it feels good, and it's gonna help you get through a situation if you needed it to.